Our boy is in some warehouse identifying a super rare S rank ore like it's nothing, and the work just keeps piling up, literally. They're just dumping crates on him. He's sorting through mountains of this stuff, barely making a dent. The grind is absolutely brutal. Then this dude with a ridiculous wig and his goons show up demanding more work by tomorrow. This pompous wig and Marisa starts yapping about a war. Yeah, like that's our boy's problem. Pompous wig hits him with the get moving commoner line. The disrespect is off the charts. Night falls and our dude is still stuck in that dusty warehouse. This is straight up slave labor. He's completely gassed, saying his body is about to give out. My man is running on fumes. The dude finally cracks, realizing there's no way he can finish this impossible task. But then he remembers being broke and hungry, so he gets back to it. Poverty is a hell of a motivator. Our boy is back on his grind, trying to cope with this soul-crushing job. Then some mysterious figure appears out of nowhere telling him to stop working. This cloaked dude hits him with the "your magic is gonna kill you" line. Well, that escalated quickly. Our guy is completely caught off guard, wondering how this person even got in. He decides to use his appraisal skill to get the lowdown on this mystery guest, but the cloaked figure already knows about his ability, which is a massive red flag. The sketchy figure then offers him a job with the Empire, like it's a casual invitation. Our boy is so stunned he drops his crate, realizing he's talking to the enemy. He's trying to keep his cool while wondering why an enemy agent is just chilling in his warehouse. And the reason is because security is a joke, with the guard literally sleeping on the job. Our boy panics and tries to kick his way out, but the door ain't budging. His appraisal skill confirms his worst fear. This cloaked dude is an imperial military officer. The enemy agent tells him to chill, casually mentioning the guards are passed out drunk. Our guy is on the floor, trying to play off his appraisal skill like it's just a bad habit. He's absolutely floored that someone finally caught him using his supposedly undetectable skill. The cloaked dude confirms he knows everything, even that our boy can appraise people. This sketchy agent admits he's been investigating our guy and is super interested. Stalker vibes much? He then drops the job offer, defect to the Empire, and they'll make him a noble. Our boy is rightfully skeptical, wondering why he should trust this convenient recruitment pitch. The agent hits him with the hard sell, basically saying, "Your choice, stay a slave or level up." The sketchy agent starts his sales pitch about the Empire being a meritocracy where skill is everything. He's basically telling our boy he's getting screwed over with this insane workload and no recognition. The agent keeps hammering the point that in the Empire, our dude would actually be valued. Our boy, looking grimy, calls him out on the obvious persuasion attempt with a tired smirk. The Imperial agent just gives a smug little smile, not even bothering to deny it. He gives our dude an ultimatum to meet at midnight, and our boy is trying to refuse. Then the agent tosses some weird egg-looking thing on the floor as a gift. This can't be good. The egg starts playing audio, and it's the voice of that jackass and Marisa, Pompous Wig himself. The agent tells him to use this as proof to make his final decision. This is some high-level manipulation. It's a projection of Pompous Wig and his goons partying while our boy is breaking his back. Savage. Our boy is absolutely floored, realizing the sketchy agent brought receipts in the form of recorded footage. The recording reveals some high noble admitting profits are booming thanks to their new commoner slave. Pompous Wig and his boss are just casually betting on how long our dude will survive the workload. And the whole room is laughing, saying they can't have him dying too soon. These guys are pure evil. Pompous Wig then drops the mask, saying they should squeeze him dry before he kicks the bucket. Our boy is having a full-blown crisis, wondering why he should die for these absolute scumbags. He starts flashing back to his past as a dirt-poor orphan living on the streets. Turns out he was lured into this whole mess with food and money, basically getting trafficked. He only survived because of his appraisal skill, while everyone else who tried to run got tortured. Now the sketchy agent's offer is looking real tempting, giving him his first actual choice ever. Our boy is having a full-on mental breakdown, realizing he's never had a single choice in his life. But after hitting rock bottom, he gets that protagonist fire in his eyes and decides to bet on himself. My man actually pulls up to the midnight meeting spot, ready to commit treason for a better gig. He hears a noise in the trees and is immediately on guard, probably expecting an ambush. Our boy decides to use his appraisal skill to find the sketchy agent hiding in the dark, and the agent pulls the classic teleports behind you move, appearing out of nowhere. The agent is just casually perched in a tree, acting all mysterious like he's Batman or something. He finally takes off the hood, introducing himself as Ars Balart with a "glad you're not an idiot" smile. Ars immediately starts leading him out of the city, basically saying, "Let's bounce before someone notices." The agent is already geeking out over our boy's appraisal skill, realizing it's a damn human radar. Our boy's appraisal skill pulls up the stat sheet on ours, revealing he's got S-rank archery talent. Ours is having a midlife crisis, wondering if he should have been an archer this whole time. Our boy hits him with some shonen protagonist wisdom, saying effort beats talent any day. Then we get a chibi tutorial explaining talent is just the easy mode option at the start. Ours flips the script, asking our dude why he went all in on the appraisal skill. Our boy admits he can't even appraise himself. He just rolled a natural 20 on talent. Ours is completely shook by this, while our boy just plays it off like it's no big deal. Ours hands over the escape plan details, basically giving him a quest marker for the next location. They meet the getaway driver, and ours gives our boy a letter of introduction for the next leg. Our boy gets all emotional, genuinely grateful that someone finally sees his worth. My man's been through it. Our boy looks back at the city, saying his one good memory is committing treason. You love to see it. The sketchy agent Ars offers a handshake to seal the deal on this whole defection thing. Ars hits him with the ultimate validation, saying it was his trash environment holding him back. Ars watches the wagon leave, already thinking about how to use his shiny new human radar. Our boy is in the back of the wagon, finally accepting that his old life was absolute garbage. And Ars is already thinking this kid could be worthy of serving the Empress. Talk about a promotion. 10 days later, our dude is getting a wake-up call in the back of the getaway wagon. He wakes up with work PTSD, but the driver tells him to chill because they've arrived. It finally sinks in for our boy that he actually went through with the whole treason plan. My man sees the imperial capital for the first time and is absolutely starstruck. Welcome home, traitor. We get a full-blown establishing shot of the imperial capital. This place looks expensive as hell. The city's got some serious fortifications. Definitely not the kind of place you just walk into. A closer look at the architecture shows they're not messing around with their construction budget. Our boy is finally on the ground, taking in the sights of his new life of high-stakes treason. He's on a mission, trying to find the spot that sketchy agent Ars told him about. And of course, his first stop is the Imperial military base, straight into the lion's den. He's got the letter of introduction from Ars, his golden ticket to not being a slave anymore. My man tries to name-drop Ars to the guard, who is clearly not impressed by this random dude. The guard checks the letter, giving our boy the most judgmental side-eye I've ever seen. And this new jackass immediately goes hostile, smacking the letter and calling him a liar. Welcome to the Empire, I guess. Our boy is trying to explain he's not lying, but this new jackass guard is still on his case. Then a higher-up shows up and the guard immediately salutes a Major Rudolph. Busted. This Major Rudolph dude steps out looking like he actually runs the place, unlike the gatekeeper. The hostile guard is sweating buckets now that his boss caught him being a dick to the new guy. Major Rudolph already knows our boy's name, Arudo, and seems way more professional. Rudolph dismisses the trash guard, confirming he got the memo from our sketchy agent Ars. And just like that, Arudo gets a personal tour from a major. Talk about a status upgrade. They've already got Arudo in a uniform, and Rudolph is laying on the charm, apologizing for the mix-up. Rudolph finally gets around to reading that letter of introduction from Ars to see what the big deal is. The letter is basically a scouting report on Arudo's broken skill, highlighting his insane daily usage. Major Rudolph is already impressed by Arudo's skill, while our boy tries to downplay it like he's not a walking cheat code. Rudolph hits him with a smug grin, clearly seeing the massive potential in the new recruit. He gives Arudo the whole get results, get promoted speech, just like sketchy agent Ars promised. And boom, Arudo is now an officer candidate. The glow-up is real, even if it's for the enemy. Our boy is completely shook, realizing he just traded one hell for another by joining the army. Major Rudolph is just smiling, telling him it's all for the glory of the Empire. Yeah, right. With no time to breathe, Rudolph drops the first mission, use his appraisal skill to train a subordinate. So his first task is to go to an orphanage and pick one kid to turn into a prodigy. And he's only got 1 month to get this random kid to pass the military academy entrance exam. Rudolph tells him the choice is his, and Arudo looks like he's actually ready for the challenge. Major Rudolph asks Arudo if he can use his skill to scout talent, and our boy is like, yeah, obviously. The Major is looking real serious, probably realizing he just hit the recruitment jackpot with this kid. Arudo decides to start scanning the first batch of 7 orphans. Time to put the cheat code to work. My man fires up the appraisal skill and the magic circles start flying. It's go time. He's deep in thought, processing all the stat sheets he's pulling up on these kids. Major Rudolph is just watching with a smug grin, already seeing the value in his new human scanner. We get a look at the roster, a bunch of kids with A and B rank talents, not bad for orphans. But Arudo's already spotted the diamond in the rough, the one kid who's built different. He calls out the red-haired girl, Sarah, as the one with the most potential. He's found his prodigy. And boom, the appraisal confirms it. Sarah's got S-rank swordsmanship. She's the main character of this side quest. Major Rudolph is impressed with Arudo's pick, calling Sarah a genius, but our boy is already thinking bigger. Arudo watches the training and sees some poor girl named Lily getting yelled at for being too slow. My man decides against the easy win, realizing training a prodigy won't prove his own worth. Galaxy brain move. And there's Lily, getting absolutely roasted for her slow running while looking completely defeated. A couple of background bullies are trash-talking Lily, calling her a talentless idiot. Classic. Arudo asks Major Rudolph if the mission is about more than just physical training, already cooking up a plan. Our boy gets that determined protagonist look on his face. He's found his real target. The Major confirms that as long as they're useful, it doesn't matter, asking if Arudo has decided. And right on cue, Lily collapses from exhaustion. She's the ultimate underdog project. Arudo confirms he's found his candidate, and you just know he's about to pick the one everyone wrote off. The orphan squad is sizing up Arudo, calling him an elite, but also saying he looks kinda weak. My man Arudo is feeling the pressure with the entire orphanage staring him down like a piece of meat. Major Rudolph gives our boy a little poke to snap him out of his stage fright. The Major hits him with a quick chin-up dumbass pep talk to boost his confidence. Rudolph steps up to the plate, telling the kids he's cutting straight to the chase. He then announces one of them gets to be Arudo's personal assistant. Instant Hunger Games. And just like that, all the kids are going feral, desperate to be the chosen one. Some background character is already convinced it's going to be Sarah, the S-rank prodigy. Major Rudolph puts Arudo on the spot, telling him to make the call right now. And whatever Arudo just said has the Major and the whole squad absolutely shook. He chose violence. Arudo makes his pick, and the girl he points to looks like she's about to have a heart attack. And the chosen one is Lily, the underdog, who is completely baffled by this turn of events. Lily is having a full-on system failure, pointing at herself like there's been a huge mistake. Major Rudolph makes it official, telling everyone else to get back to work except for the new prodigy. Some kid tries to object to the decision but gets instantly shut down by the Major's presence. The instructor just gets the rest of the kids back in formation for more sprints. The show must go on. The entire orphan squad is walking away, absolutely seething with confusion over Arudo's choice. And we've got our first hater, a pigtail girl who's pissed that the failure got picked over her. Our boy Arudo immediately spots the new rival making a scene in the background. The other kids are freaking out because Pigtails is mouthing off to an officer. This girl's got no survival instinct. The pigtail girl Marlia is going full Karen, demanding to challenge the decision. Arudo walks right up to the hater, asking if she really wants to know why she got rejected. And Pigtails is all fired up, yelling yes like she's ready to file a formal complaint. Our boy calmly explains that his pick, Lily, isn't a failure, shutting down the trash talk. He drops some wisdom about potential and environment, basically telling his own life story. Pigtails is completely lost, not understanding the 200 IQ play Arudo just made. Arudo realizes explaining his cheat skill is a waste of time and decides to just show them. Major Rudolph steps in with a smug grin, basically asking if anyone else wants the smoke. He sets up a mock battle in 1 week between Lily and Pigtails. The training arc is on. Pigtails is ready to throw down while Lily looks determined to prove everyone wrong. Major Rudolph leaves Arudo with a smug, "Don't screw this up," putting all the pressure on him. Our boy Arudo and his new student Lily have their first awkward introduction, complete with cute squirrels. Lily is already calling him Lord, and my man is clearly not used to this level of respect. He's having flashbacks to Pompous Wig, realizing he's finally getting treated like a person. Arudo asks to do a detailed appraisal on Lily, and she looks like he just asked for her kidney. She's completely floored that he can appraise people, and Arudo's just like, yeah, it's my one skill. Lily is already hyping him up as an executive, while our boy is trying to manage expectations. With the awkward intro out of the way, it's finally time to start the training arc. Arudo explains he's about to go full power with his appraisal for a more detailed scan. My man is powering up, ready to get the full HD breakdown of his new student's stats. Arudo is doing a full system scan on Lily, getting all the juicy details with his appraisal skill. And the stat sheet drops. Her physical stats are trash, but she's got S-rank support magic. A support main? Let's go. Our boy confirms his galaxy brain play. They were trying to make a healer into a DPS. No wonder she was failing. Arudo finishes his scan and is ready to drop the patch notes on his new student. Lily is just standing there, completely clueless that her whole life is about to get a buff. My man literally writes down her character sheet for her like a true dungeon master. Lily is absolutely losing her mind, realizing she's not useless and actually has magical talent. Arudo hits her with the believe in yourself speech, and she's about to start crying from the validation. He's flashing back to the sketchy agent, realizing he's doing for Lily what ours did for him. The circle of life, baby. With the emotional pep talk done, Arudo's ready to hit the books and cook up a training plan. Arudo tells Lily it's time to get her magic training started. My man's already in full-on mentor mode. Their classroom is a whole-ass library. The Empire is not messing around with their education budget. Lily is peeking around a corner, wondering what any of this has to do with being a soldier. The books are a mix of swordsmanship guides and pancake recipes. This is the weirdest military curriculum ever. Arudo explains they're in a converted food storage, and Lily is just amazed by the resourcefulness. Our boy is really drinking the Kool-Aid, thinking this meritocracy thing is the real deal. Meanwhile, the other orphans are getting absolutely smoked with push-ups and drills. Sucks to be them. Arudo watches Lily struggle with a crate, realizing he's got to make this work for her sake too. And yeah, Lily is struggling hard with that crate, confirming her physical stats are still absolute garbage. Arudo clutches a magic book, fully committed to unlocking Lily's hidden talent. The training arc is officially on. Lily tries to be independent, but Arudo's like, nah, I got this, ready to flex his one and only party trick. My man goes full Google search on the entire library, using his appraisal skill to scan every single book. Arudo just points to a random crate, telling her the book is in there like he's got a built-in GPS. His skill is literally pinging quest items all over the room. This dude's appraisal is a straight-up cheat code. Lily is having a revelation, realizing his appraisal skill is basically a magical item finder, and she finds the book, looking absolutely thrilled. Our boy Arudo is already a better teacher than her last one. A quick time skip shows the training montage is officially underway. The clock is ticking for that mock battle. They're studying the basics of support magic. Buffs for your team, debuffs for the enemy. It's Support 101. Arudo asks Lily what spells she's interested in, actually giving her a choice in her own training. Our boy is finally wrapping his head around support magic, realizing it's all about making your friends stronger and your enemies weaker. Arudo realizes Lily's still hung up on her trash marathon time, so he decides to tackle that first. Lily's already picking out her first spells from the book, suggesting power and speed buffs. She tries to cast her first power-up spell, and my girl is putting her whole soul into it. Arudo gives her some pro tips on how to channel her magic, basically a live-action tutorial. Lily goes full Zen mode, concentrating on the spell like her life depends on it. And it's a success. Arudo's appraisal skill confirms her strength stat just got a temporary boost. Our boy is already seeing the big picture, knowing these buffs will make her a game changer. Arudo immediately points to another crate, ready to use his human GPS skill for the next lesson. Lily is still struggling with the heavy lifting, a good reminder that her base stats are still ass. She gets ready to lift the crate again, probably to test out that new strength buff she just learned. And with the power of buffs, Lily finally lifts the crate she couldn't even budge before. She's absolutely losing her mind, shocked that she's not completely useless for the first time in her life. Lily is gushing over her newfound strength, and Arudo is just soaking in his first successful coaching moment. My girl is already giving all the credit to Arudo, looking at him like he's a god. Our boy hits her with the humble protagonist line, saying it was all her hard work. Lily gets super motivated to grind more, but Arudo stops her, his appraisal skill probably screaming low mana. He tells her to chill, explaining she just blew over half her magic on that one lift. But the grind is already paying off, with her max magic power leveling up from the effort. Arudo is already doing the math on her mana regen and spell costs like a true min-maxer. Lily asks what he's looking at, and my man just shows her the literal stat sheet he pulled up on her. Arudo's now appraising the magic itself, not just the person. This dude's skill has no limits. He hits her with the "it's a secret" line because only he can see the cheat codes. And there it is, the full spell description like it's a damn wiki page. This is just unfair. Our boy is leveling up his own skill, trying to scan the raw magic instead of the user. He finally gets it. Her S-rank talent is a massive flat bonus that makes her spells broken. Just when they're getting in the zone, a new random orphan shows up to interrupt the grind. Arudo sends Lily on her way so he can get back to his 5D chess training manual. The new girl is just a messenger, telling Lily she's been summoned by Major Rudolph. Our boy Arudo plays it cool, but you know he's wondering what the major wants with his student. Lily's already theory crafting, realizing she can't stack buffs and needs a new strategy for pigtails. Major Rudolph is getting a report from some other officer who's already noticed Arudo's magic levels are off the charts. A new female officer is asking the Major who the hell Arudo is, and he just calls him a gift. The Major drops the letter from sketchy Agent R's on the desk, and his aide is already losing her mind. Rudolph reveals Arudo was spamming his appraisal skill over 800 times a day, and the aide is completely shook. The Major keeps dropping bombs, explaining that our boy can appraise people and even gave them a full roster. And there's the proof. A full stat sheet on the orphans, including Lily's S rank, with a note about a weakness. The aide is still trying to process the fact that appraising people is even possible. Her world is rocked. Our boy Arudo is just smiling, asking if they're not curious to see what a walking cheat code can do. Major Rudolph is looking smug as hell, realizing this kid is literally rewriting the rules of magic. Back in the present, Lily is just agreeing with whatever Arudo says, completely in awe of his 5D chess brain. Major Rudolph and his aide agree that our boy Arudo has no idea he's a walking cheat code. The Major hints that Arudo's past is the reason he's so socially awkward. Yeah, slavery will do that. They're already debating whether to keep Arudo's god-tier skill a secret or put it on blast. The aide is finally asking what the hell the plan is for their new human nuke. Major Rudolph offers her a new gig, become Arudo's direct subordinate and help him figure his shit out. And she accepts immediately, looking way too excited to babysit the new recruit. My girl gets so hyped she almost flips the table, while the Major just sips his tea unbothered. He drops a key on the table to make it official. This is some secret society shit. The aide is blushing and formally accepting the mission like she just got promoted to main character. Major Rudolph gives her the final pep talk, basically saying, "Don't screw up my new toy." Our boy Arudo is already moving on to the next phase of the training arc in their makeshift kitchen classroom. He tells Lily to try dual casting spells, and she looks like he just asked her to solve world hunger. But my girl actually goes for it, activating the magic circles like she's been doing this for years. She's concentrating hard on stacking a power and speed buff, trying not to blow a magical gasket. Arudo's appraisal skill confirms the buffs landed, and Lily is completely shocked that she pulled it off. She's happy with the W, but admits she's completely drained. The mana grind is no joke. Arudo is already running diagnostics, seeing her mana pool is growing, but the spell's level isn't. And his appraisal confirms it. The spell is already maxed out. She's hit the skill ceiling on that one. Our boy realizes grinding won't work and remembers some obscure text he scanned earlier. Time for a new strat. He immediately pivots to a new training method, and Lily is just along for the 200 IQ ride. Lily asks about killing monsters, wondering what the hell that has to do with her support magic training. Our boy points to the ancient text he scanned, basically showing her the wiki page for leveling up. Arudo immediately asks where the nearest grinding spot is. My man is ready for a field trip. He drops the RPG 101 knowledge. Killing monsters is how you break your level cap. Time to farm some EXP. Lily points out the army has a monster-filled forest, but it's a restricted area. Of course there's red tape. Arudo is ready to go ask for a hall pass, and Lily is hyped for her first real quest. We get another establishing shot of the city as they head off to see the boss. Lily is amazed that Major Rudolph trusts Arudo so much, not realizing our boy is his new favorite toy. They arrive at the Major's office, ready to pitch their monster hunting training plan. And Major Rudolph just greenlights the whole thing, even telling them to hire help. This is way too convenient. Major Rudolph gives Arudo a blank check to recruit anyone he wants. My boy just got admin privileges. Arudo is still processing the idea of having a subordinate when Lily announces they've arrived. Lily points out the Adventurers Guild, their one-stop shop for hiring some disposable muscle. Some old adventurer is complaining about weeding quests. Not every day can be a dragon-slaying epic, old man. We get a full shot of the guild, and it's your standard RPG hub for unemployed swordsmen. The guild receptionist looks bored as hell, while some dude in the back complains about the pay. The bored receptionist finally spots Arudo and Lily, probably hoping for some actual action. And she immediately freaks out seeing Arudo's uniform. A soldier in the guild is apparently a rare sight. Our boy awkwardly asks for a porter, trying to sound like he knows what he's doing. Meanwhile, the old dude is still going on about weeding. This guy's whole personality is lawn care. Some adventurers are bragging about their A-rank quest, probably the highlight of their entire year. Our boy Arudo is just taking it all in, realizing this guild is another place where skill is everything. Lily confirms their destination is the army's forest, but they're about to get a very weird interruption. And right on cue, Arudo's spidey sense goes off. Something is definitely up. Some random hand is pointing at his boot. This is the strangest way to get someone's attention. A new girl with glasses just materializes in his face, telling him to be quiet. Absolutely zero chill. And now she's on the ground looking up at him while Arudo is just trying to process this whole situation. My man's face is a perfect mix of confusion and please don't be a psycho. She whips out a sign offering to do anything for work. This is screaming, "It's a trap." Arudo immediately goes for his one and only move, appraise the weirdo before she does something crazy. And the weirdo, Furin, immediately gets put on blast by some lady in heels. The guild receptionist, Rube, is the one calling her out. Looks like Four Eyes has a reputation. Rube is absolutely fed up, saying this is the 8th time Fiorin's broken the rules. Girl, learn the lesson. Fiorin is on the floor begging for another chance, but Rube is clearly not having any of it. The background adventurers are just roasting her, calling her a low-class loser. The guild is a brutal place. And Rube just starts dragging Fiorin out of the guild while she screams about her job. Zero chill. We get a quick flashback to some broke dudes, probably the reason Four Eyes is so desperate for cash. Fiorin gets yeeted by the guards and starts screaming for Arudo to save her. My man just wanted a porter. Our boy is just standing there frozen while Lily wonders what the hell is going on. Arudo clenches his fist, and you just know he's about to activate protagonist mode and do something stupid. The receptionist, Rube, is dragging Four Eyes out while she's screaming about being broke. The desperation is real. And our boy Arudo steps in, yelling to stop the eviction. He just can't resist a side quest. Another quick flashback shows Four Eyes is desperate because her people are starving. Okay, the plot thickens. Arudo goes full protagonist mode, pointing at the weirdo and saying, "I choose you," like it's a damn Pokemon battle. The receptionist and Four Eyes are both completely floored. Nobody saw that coming. And of course, the first stop is a restaurant. My man solving problems with food, just like how he got recruited. Arudo explains he used his appraisal skill on her, while Lily is just wondering why they're adopting strays now. Four Eyes is absolutely inhaling her food, confirming she hasn't eaten in days. And the appraisal reveals she's got S-rank archery. Our boy is literally collecting S-ranks like they're trading cards. Lily asks if he's recruiting her, and Arudo's like, hell yeah, ready to build his own super team. Lily is already playing the big sister role, offering Four Eyes the job while she's still digesting her first real meal. And Lily just cuts straight to the chase, asking Four Eyes if she wants to be Arudo's subordinate. Zero chill. Our boy Arudo drops the bomb that she's got a hidden talent for archery, like it's a casual fun fact. Four Eyes is completely baffled, wondering how the hell this random dude knows her secret character stats. Arudo is having a chibi panic attack over Lily's blunt recruitment style, while Four Eyes is still processing the offer. Our boy tries to explain by casually mentioning his old job was an appraiser, which only makes Four Eyes more confused. She's hitting him with the, "but I'm broke and have never held a bow" excuse, not getting the cheat code memo. Arudo slams his hands on the table, ready to show off his new party trick instead of explaining. My man tells her not to worry about the weapon, looking like he's about to pull a rabbit out of a hat, and he uses his appraisal skill to literally transmute a glass of water into a damn bow. This dude's skill is evolving. Arudo tries to play it cool after his magic trick, saying he needs a more detailed scan on Four Eyes. Lily jumps in with the hard sell, offering free room and board like it's a late-night infomercial. Four Eyes is still trying to process this whole situation, completely baffled by the sudden job offer. Lily sweetens the deal with a free weapon, and Arudo looks like he had no idea that was part of the plan. She hits her with the, "he sees your potential" line, which is the same move that worked on our boy. Then Lily pulls out the guilt trip, saying she's lonely and wants a friend on the team. And the emotional damage works. Four Eyes is completely sold on the power of friendship. Lily seals the deal, officially asking Four Eyes to join their little squad of S-rank misfits. And just like that, they're a team, shaking on it like they just formed a new shonen protagonist group. With the recruitment arc complete, Arudo decides it's time to go shopping for his new archer's gear. Lily is hyped about her new staff, finally getting the right gear for her support main build. The squad leaves the weapon shop fully geared up and ready for the real training arc to begin. Arudo's got his party together, and Four Eyes is already going full try-hard mode for the team. Some random soldiers are panicking because a new major just rolled into town. This can't be good. A new blonde jackass spots our boy's squad from a distance, probably looking for trouble. And here's his boss, a big dude who's already trying to figure out who Major Rudolph's new pet project is. The new goon squad immediately surrounds our boy's team. Of course, the first day with a party ends in a confrontation. The blonde jackass hits them with a backhanded compliment, and the girls are already feeling the pressure. This new dude starts questioning Arudo's rank with the smuggest face I've ever seen. And his buddy starts trash-talking Lily and Four Eyes, bringing up their loser pasts. These guys are asking for a beatdown, and the big dude just stomps the ground, calling his own goons idiots. Well, that's a plot twist. This new major goes off on his own men for being weak bullies. Okay, so he's a respectable asshole. Our boy Arudo tries to be polite and introduce himself, probably confused as hell right now. The new major is already sizing him up, calling him a beanpole and Major Rudolph's new pet project. And he gets right in Arudo's face, grabbing his chin and saying he's not impressed. The intimidation is real. Lily grabs Arudo's hand, trying to give him some backup while he's getting punked, and Four Eyes steps in front of Arudo to protect him. The S-rank squad is already ride or die. The new major keeps yelling that the military isn't a playground for the weak. He's really laying it on thick. The whole squad is shook, feeling the pressure from this absolute unit of a man. He drops the mic, saying the military is for the strong, not for people who need protecting. Ouch. Our boy Arudo is processing the lecture, realizing this new major might not be a total psycho after all. The new major, Rubel, is already tired of the small talk and tells him to spit it out. Arudo steps up to the plate, ready to ask the big dude a question while his new squad watches. My man hits him with a 200 IQ comeback, asking if the army doesn't need teachers for the next generation. He drops the ultimate question. Does a coach need to be stronger than the player? Major Rubel calls his bluff, basically asking if this beanpole is claiming to be some master trainer. Arudo gets that protagonist smirk, saying he's got a good eye for talent. He's about to cook. And just as quickly, he gets flustered and tries to walk it back. My man's confidence has a short battery life. The blonde jackass and his goons are looking real nervous now that they're part of the conversation. Arudo goes full savage, pointing out that his girls have more potential than Rubel's trash-tier goons. Major Rubel calls his bluff, setting up a 3v3 duel in 1 month between the two squads. The major is actually impressed by Arudo's comeback, looking like he respects the hustle. Our boy Arudo doubles down with a smug grin, saying it's an easy win against Rubel's goons. Major Rubel is absolutely loving the drama, laughing his head off and hyping up the challenge. The major dips with his boys for drinks, leaving the blonde jackass to stew in his own salt. And yeah, Blondie is absolutely fuming, looking like he's about to pop a blood vessel. The girls immediately start apologizing for freezing up, feeling like they let Arudo down. Our boy plays it cool, telling them not to sweat it because the major's aura was just that intense. Lily is still shook, admitting she was terrified while staring into her magic staff like it's a crystal ball. Arudo appraises her and realizes the stress just made her level up. My girl is grinding EXP through fear. Arudo is still processing that Lily just leveled up from pure fear. My man's building a team of weirdos. They get to their new digs, and Four Eyes is losing her mind over having an actual roof over her head. Four Eyes is getting emotional about having a place to stay, and Arudo's just like, yeah, welcome to the team. Our boy and Lily are just now realizing Four Eyes has been living on the streets this whole time, and Four Eyes is having a full-on emotional breakdown, thanking them for saving her from the hobo life. Arudo immediately gets back to business, asking Lily to take them back to the library to start Four Eyes training. Lily gives our boy a surprise hug, and my man is finally getting the appreciation he deserves. But then Lily gets super serious, telling Arudo she's got something important to drop on him. The squad sits down for a serious talk, and Arudo asks Lily what's on her mind. And Lily drops the bomb. She's figured something out about his broken appraisal skill. Lily starts dropping some lore, explaining that this city has plenty of appraisers, just like his old one. But then she hits him with the plot twist. None of them can appraise people, and Arudo is completely shook. She explains that normal appraisers just get the item name, price, and a letter grade. They're running the free trial version. Lily basically confirms our boy had no idea he was a walking cheat code this whole time. She lays it on him straight. His appraisal skill is a military-grade secret. My man is a strategic asset. Arudo immediately starts panicking, trying to deny that his one skill is anything special. And we get a flashback to his old life where he was just another cog in the machine. My man is having PTSD flashbacks of some old hag who used to run the appraisal shop. This old bag used to roast him, saying any idiot could do his job and he was embarrassing for being proud. The old hag's voice echoes in his head as he realizes he was gaslit into thinking his superpower was useless. Lily asks our boy what his own appraisal results were, trying to get to the bottom of this mystery. Arudo is having another flashback, saying it was so long ago he can't even remember. The trauma is real. He assumes his results were trash, but Lily drops the conspiracy theory that they hid his power on purpose. Four Eyes confirms the story, saying she's never heard of anyone appraising people before. The evidence is piling up. Our boy finally puts it all together, realizing he's been lied to his entire damn life. Lily suddenly apologizes for dropping this massive info dump on him, and Arudo is completely caught off guard. She admits she was playing 5D chess, hiding his secret until she knew Four Eyes was trustworthy. And Four Eyes is just sweating, saying she didn't notice anything. My girl is just happy to have a meal. Arudo finally asks the big question, needing to hear them say his skill is actually special. And Lily hits him with the "it's more than unusual," basically confirming he's a one-of-a-kind cheat code. Lily is looking him dead in the eye, confirming his skill is a unique ability just for him. And now she's getting serious, about to ask him the big question about his future. She asks him straight up if he's going to put his cheat code ability on blast for everyone. She's laying out the pros and cons, explaining what happens if he goes public with his power. Our boy is just clarifying, making sure she means telling the whole world he can read people's stats. She dangles the promotion in front of him, saying he could be a major or even higher. Four Eyes is freaking out about the promotion, while our boy Arudo is just processing the info. And our boy just shuts it down with a hard no, deciding to keep his power a secret. He thanks Lily for the intel, looking genuinely grateful as he agrees to keep it on the down low. And Lily is just beaming, saying she knew he'd make the smart play. The trust is real. Four Eyes is still bugging out, not understanding why he'd pass up a fast track to the top. Lily drops some wisdom, explaining that with great power comes a great big target on your back. Lily looks to our boy for backup, and Four Eyes is still trying to process the 5D chess move. Arudo's having a chibi panic attack, imagining his life as a carnival attraction for appraisals. He flashes back to his old slave life, confirming he's not trading one grind for another. PTSD is a hell of a motivator. Our boy tries to downplay it, but the girls are looking at him like he's a child who found a loaded gun. With the heavy talk over, Four Eyes is hyped to finally start her archery training arc. And just as they're getting started, a new blonde officer shows up to interrupt the party. The new girl summons Arudo to Major Rudolph's office, and she specifically says to come alone. Sketchy. The whole squad is immediately paranoid, wondering who's in trouble this time. The training montage is on, with Arudo on the bench reading while the girls are grinding. Classic coach move. Four Eyes is putting her whole soul into drawing that bow, but her noodle arms ain't cooperating. And she's already folded, face-planting while Lily looks on in disbelief. S-rank talent, my ass. Our boy Arudo finally looks up from his book, having a eureka moment like he just found the cheat codes. Four Eyes is apologizing for being weak, still processing that Lily leveled up just by getting yelled at. Arudo's book confirms it. You get EXP for standing up to a high-level enemy. The game mechanics are wild. Four Eyes is already giving up, convinced her S-rank talent was just a typo. Our boy hits her with the classic everyone sucks at first pep talk, and she's actually buying it. Arudo suddenly calls out to Lily, probably having another 200 IQ realization mid-sentence. My man finally remembers her stat sheet. Her strength is F rank. No wonder she can't pull a damn bowstring. Arudo tells Lily to hit Four Eyes with a strength buff. My man's finally using his brain. Lily is all hyped up, telling Four Eyes to get ready for the power-up. Lily casts the spell, and Four Eyes is about to get a temporary stat boost. Four Eyes is just standing there looking confused, probably feeling the magic kick in. Our boy tells her to try the bow again, ready to see if his 200 IQ play worked, and she pulls the bowstring with no effort, completely shocked by her own strength. Four Eyes is just holding the drawn bow, trying to process how she's not a weakling anymore. She's losing her mind that she can actually pull it, and the stat sheet confirms the +3 strength buff. The whole squad is celebrating, with Four Eyes already calling herself invincible. Teamwork, baby. And Lily is blushing, giving all the credit to Arudo. The harem is forming, I see. Arudo leaves the girls to grind, telling Lily to just keep spamming buffs on Four Eyes. My man's a real strategist. The girls are all fired up, ready to get to work while the boss is away. The training montage is in good hands. Arudo gets to the major's office, and Rudolph is acting all polite like he didn't just summon him out of nowhere. Major Rudolph gives him a new side quest, handing over some herbs for his monster hunting trip. The Major basically tells him to use his cheat skill on the herbs. He's not even trying to be subtle about it anymore. Arudo's appraisal confirms it's just a basic C-rank magic herb. Nothing too crazy, but still a quest item. Major Rudolph is acting like he's never seen a magic herb before. Yeah, okay, buddy. We totally believe you. Our boy is already zeroing in on the item's rank, probably wondering why the Major is making a big deal out of it. And here's the plot drop. A massive forest fire happened right before Arudo showed up. How convenient. The Major explains the fire wiped out their entire stock of these herbs. So Arudo's first field trip is a damn fetch quest. Major Rudolph tells Arudo to collect the herbs, explaining there's a massive shortage because of the fire. The Major clarifies it's not an order, he'll pay for them, and Arudo is shook by the concept of a bonus. My man has a flashback to Pompous Wig, realizing he's finally working for a boss who isn't a total scumbag. Rudolph delegates the pricing to Arudo, trusting his appraisal skill. My boy's finally getting some respect. The Major explains it's just cheaper to pay Arudo directly instead of going through the guild. Smart man. Our boy is all fired up, promising to do his best. He's fully on board with this new gig. Rudolph just dismisses him with a, "That's all," leaving Arudo completely confused by the short meeting. Arudo's brain is lagging, realizing he didn't get called in to get chewed out for the public beef. He tries to explain he met Major Rubel, thinking that's why he got summoned. My man still got that work PTSD. Rudolph just brushes it off, saying he hasn't seen Rubel and hands over something else. Total deflection. Major Rudolph hands over a document, saying this was part of his master plan all along. Our boy Arudo sees it's an official appointment order. My man's about to get hit with some bureaucracy. And boom, Rudolph makes Four Eyes an official subordinate. He's literally building Arudo's party for him. Arudo's brain is working overtime, realizing something is way too convenient about this whole situation. He calls out the timeline, knowing this fancy paperwork couldn't have been whipped up in 2 hours. His appraisal skill confirms it, rare parchment and executive seals. This was pre-approved, big time. The penny drops. Major Rudolph knew he was going to recruit Four Eyes. This dude is playing 5D chess. Rudolph then casually mentions he'll be at the duel with Rubel's goons. He's already got front row seats. Arudo is completely baffled, pointing out Rudolph shouldn't even know about the duel. The Major's intel network is insane. The Major just smirks, warning Arudo that Rubel might try to poach him. The rivalry is real. Our boy Arudo is just accepting that the Major is playing 4D chess with his entire existence. And Major Rudolph just confirms it, calling the whole setup a test with the smuggest grin I've ever seen. My man leaves the office, his brain probably completely fried from all the political mind games. He's already realizing that keeping his cheat code on the down low was the smartest play he's ever made. Arudo knows he's a traitor, so being under a microscope is just part of the new job description. He's finally getting that these new bosses are way more dangerous than his old slave-driving ones. And right on cue, an arrow zips past his head. Welcome to the big leagues, dumbass. Oh, it was just Four Eyes hitting a bullseye. The girls are grinding while he's having an existential crisis. Our boy gets his confidence back, basically saying bring it on to whoever's watching him. The next day, the squad rolls up to the monster forest, ready to start the EXP farm. The girls are all hyped up, ready to follow their new leader into the danger zone. Our boy Arudo lays down the rules, basically saying, we run if things get spicy. Smart move for a noob commander. The squad is ready to roll out for their first official mission together. The adventure begins. My man is already cooking up a new way to use his cheat skill, planning a wide area scan. He tells the girls he's about to cast a massive appraisal spell. Time for the big guns. And boom, he drops a whole-ass magic dome over the area. This dude's skill has an AoE mode. We get a wide shot of the appraisal dome, and it's covering a massive chunk of the forest. Arudo's vision is just a sea of pings, literally detecting every single thing in a 100-meter radius. The girls are completely lost, asking what's up while our boy is processing 1,000 notifications. Arudo confirms the coast is clear, having just scouted the entire area without moving an inch. Our boy is just casually scrolling through his new minimap hack, while Lily is completely lost. Four Eyes is already acting as the team's GPS, pointing out the first target Arudo pinged. Lily calls out the side quest objective, but it's got a couple of mobs guarding it. Classic fetch quest. Arudo draws up the battle plan in the dirt, telling them to take out the easy target first. My man's got a whole flowchart for the mission. He's taking this party leader gig seriously. He explains his cheat code, and Lily's brain is melting trying to process that he sees monsters as books. Four Eyes is finally catching on that her new boss has a built-in monster detector. She's having a flashback to the library, realizing his good eye is actually just wall hacks. The flashback confirms it. She was completely baffled by his bookfinding speed. And yeah, our boy was literally pinging quest items across the room. His skill is a universal search bar. Four Eyes is finally getting it, realizing our boy's skill is a military-grade secret for a reason. She's still trying to process how he can just scan random monsters like it's nothing. Our boy Arudo is just facepalming, probably exhausted from being a walking anomaly. Lily tells Four Eyes to just get used to it because their new boss doesn't play by the rules. Arudo gives the order for Lily to buff Four Eyes, and she's hyped to test out her new staff. The The squad faces their first mob, a pissed-off bird that's ready for a fight. Lily grips her new staff, getting ready to cast her first real combat buff. She calls out the spell, about to drop a fat power-up on their new archer. And the magic activates, Lily looking like a total badass casting her first spell in the field. Arudo's appraisal skill is already running, confirming the buff landed like a live combat log. Arudo's appraisal reveals Lily's buff hit herself too. My man is confused by this happy little accident. Four Eyes points out that Lily might have just hit 2 targets with 1 spell. She's the brains of this operation. Arudo confirms it was single cast mana cost, realizing her S-rank talent is probably a party-wide buff. That's just broken. Our boy thinks he got buffed too, but can't scan himself. He's the one guy his cheat code doesn't work on. They decide to check the manual later, because who needs instructions when you can just wing it in a monster forest? The squad ventures deeper into the woods, ready for their first real taste of combat. Suddenly, Lily's new staff starts glowing, and she's completely caught off guard by her new toy's features. The staff is basically a monster radar, pinging a nearby enemy. That's a hell of a free upgrade. Lily looks to Arudo for answers, still not used to having gear that's actually useful. Our boy immediately takes charge, shushing the team and pointing them towards their first fight. It's go time. The squad is peeking from the bushes, spotting their first monster like it's a nature documentary, and their first big boss is an F-rank slime. My man really started them in the tutorial zone. Arudo is trying to get them to use stealth, but his team's combined IQ is probably single digits right now. Lily interrupts the huddle, looking like she's about to drop a 200 IQ play of her own. She tells them to touch her staff's crystal, which is either a new spell or a weird team-building exercise. The whole squad is holding the staff like they're about to summon Captain Planet. Lily closes her eyes, concentrating like she's about to drop a tactical nuke on this poor slime, and she hits them with telepathy. My girl's new staff has a built-in party chat feature. Our boy Arudo is completely shook, wondering when the hell she unlocked the voice comms skill. Lily just casually explains her staff has a built-in Discord server. That thing is more OP than she is. Four Eyes is completely blown away, gassing up Lily for her new telepathy party trick. Lily explains she got the idea when she accidentally read our boy's mind earlier. And Four Eyes is having a full-on panic attack, realizing Lily can now hear her inner monologue too. Four Eyes is already seeing the big picture, realizing this telepathy is a military-grade espionage tool. Arudo gets them back on track, and Lily is ready to throw down despite being terrified. Our boy gives the orders, telling Four Eyes to cover Lily while he plays lookout. Lily stares down the slime, getting hyped for her first real taste of combat. And she's off, charging headfirst into the fight like she's been doing this for years. My girl goes full battle cry, ready to drop the hammer on this unsuspecting mob. And she just bonks the slime with her staff. An F-rank problem requires an F-rank solution. Our boy Arudo is realizing his support range is ass, and he's basically a spectator right now. And the slime just reforms, leaving Lily completely shook that her bonk attack did absolutely nothing. Arudo spots the slime regenerating, realizing this F-rank mob has a gimmick he didn't account for. Arudo throws a fire spell while Four Eyes lets an arrow fly, a classic pincer attack on a damn slime. Four Eyes is locked in, looking like a pro already. That S-rank talent is finally kicking in, and the combo attack just melts the slime into a puddle. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Just when they think it's over, Arudo screams Lily's name. The fight ain't done yet. My girl Lily gets that protagonist glint in her eye, ready for whatever's coming next. And Lily just unleashes a water attack on a new target. She's not just a buffer anymore. My girl is completely gassed after that, but she got the job done. First real W for the squad. The slime is officially a puddle on the ground. First W for the new squad. Lily is telling Arudo to chill out, probably because he was having a panic attack on the sidelines. Arudo is gassing up Four Eyes for her clutch shot, but Lily is already freaking out about something else. Four Eyes is just glad Lily is safe, already playing the role of the team's big sister. And Lily is having a full-on chibi meltdown, yelling at Four Eyes for whatever the hell she's doing. Four Eyes is just casually butchering the slime, explaining it's for loot preservation. My girl is a pro. Arudo points out her knife, and Four Eyes explains it's standard-issue gear for a porter. She's looking real proud of her gear, flexing on these two noobs who've never been camping. And she drops the backstory bomb. The knife was a gift from her dad. The plot thickens. The squad is already talking logistics, with Four Eyes dropping survival tips on how to keep their loot fresh. Our boy Arudo uses his mini-map hack to ping a nearby river, looking like a seasoned explorer. The girls are completely shook, not believing for a second there's a river in the middle of nowhere. And of course, Arudo's human GPS leads them straight to the water. His cheat code never fails. Lily and Four Eyes are giving him the side eye, asking if he's sure he's never been here before. Arudo immediately finds the quest herbs, and Lily is wondering if speedrunning fetch quests is normal. My man just casually picks up the slime loot like he's checking off a grocery list. Four Eyes drops the bomb that his water-finding skill alone is a military-grade secret. Arudo hits them with the deadpan sorry I'm not normal face. My man is tired of being a cheat code. The girls are just sighing at his broken abilities, and Arudo is begging them to stop. Our boy is about to explain his wall hack abilities, probably in the most confusing way possible. Four Eyes hits him with the smug chibi face, basically saying she already knew his skill was busted. Our boy Arudo is struggling to explain his cheat code, admitting it's weird to just call it appraisal, and his brilliant cover story is intuition. My man's bluffing skills are F rank at best. The girls are not buying that sixth sense crap for a single second. Their faces say it all. Just as they're calling his bluff, Arudo's intuition pings another enemy nearby. Perfect timing. He immediately switches to commander mode, telling the squad to get ready for another fight. And two E-rank tusk dogs roll up, looking way meaner than that starter zone slime. Lily is getting her game face on, ready to go all out and not just bonk the enemy this time. Four Eyes is already realizing they'd be dead without Arudo's wall hacks. The respect is growing. The dogs don't wait for a monologue, charging in for the attack. Round 2, let's go. Four Eyes is locked in, ready to let an arrow fly while the squad preps for the ambush. Lily drops a party-wide speed buff. My girl is turning into a one-woman support system. Four Eyes immediately tags one of the dogs. That S-rank talent is finally paying the bills, and Lily is just booking it straight at the other dog. My girl chose violence today. The dog goes for the bite, but it has no idea who it's messing with now. Lily goes full battle cry, ready to bonk this thing into next week, and she connects with a solid staff to the face. That's gotta hurt. The other dog is still coming, but it's about to learn a very hard lesson. My girl just yeets the first dog into the air like it's a damn baseball. Lily stares down the second dog, telling it to get wrecked. She's a whole new character now. And Lily just drops the staff like a damn nuke, finishing off the second dog with a ground slam. Our boy Arudo is just watching the health bars, his appraisal skill pinging the kills like a live kill feed. Arudo gets in on the action, dropping a magic sword right on the dog's head. My man's got some offense too. The appraisal confirms both dogs are dead, and our boy is already analyzing their combat data. And Four Eyes gets her kill too, a clean one shot right through the eye. S-rank talent is no joke. The narrator is gassing up Four Eyes, confirming that S-rank potential is finally showing up. Arudo is ready to wrap it up and get back to the fetch quest, thinking the fight is over. But Lily suddenly starts screaming at Four Eyes to finish something off. What the hell is she seeing? Four Eyes immediately goes for the kill shot while Arudo is panicking, trying to stop her. Four Eyes is confused, saying the dogs are still twitching, but Lily tells her to stand down. Four Eyes and Lily are gassing each other up over their first real kills. Teamwork makes the dream work. Our boy Arudo drops the "you both leveled up" notification like a proud coach. And the EXP gains are real, with Lily jumping 2 levels and Four Eyes getting 1. My man is beaming with pride, calling them a perfect front and back line combo. The girls are just soaking in the praise, finally feeling like a real team. Lily hits him with the "it was all 3 of us" line, giving our boy his props. The squad is already splitting up the post-battle chores like a well-oiled machine. Back in the city, the blonde jackass is getting a souvenir from someone off-screen. Blondie points out that his boss, Major Rubel, is in a suspiciously good mood. And it's Major Rubel himself greeting Major Rudolph. The rival bosses are finally meeting up. Major Rubel is all fired up, admitting our boy Arudo is the most interesting thing he's seen in a hot minute. And Rudolph just drops the mission report, showing off Arudo's S-rank and SS-rank loot appraisals. Major Rudolph slides the report over, basically saying, "Yeah, my new toy is broken." My man Rudolph is sipping his wine, looking smug as hell about his new pet project's first W. Rudolph explains our boy got the highest possible rating on the loot without even trying. The cheat code is real. Major Rubel is just chugging his drink, calling Arudo a terrifying brat. He knows a monster when he sees one. They're already theory crafting that everyone will be lining up to join Arudo's squad once the word gets out. And Rubel realizes this will level up the entire army, with everyone competing to keep up with the new standard. Rudolph is already on to the next step of his master plan, the 3v3 duel he totally didn't set up. The Major drops the bomb that the duel is a test to see if Arudo's team has the killer instinct for real combat. Major Rudolph drops some truth, saying most soldiers are too soft to actually kill anyone. But both majors agree our boy Arudo isn't the type to back down from a real fight. The next morning, our boy is sleeping like he just got dropped on his head, and he wakes up in a full-blown panic about work. The slave life PTSD is still hitting hard. My man is trying to get a grip, realizing his morning routine is just pure trauma response. He gets his game face on, focusing on his new mission, taking out a dangerous criminal. And we see the mission briefing. Major Rudolph wants him to hunt down a child murderer. Arudo is shook, realizing eliminate means this is his first official assassination mission. The major tells him he can go solo since it's his first human target. No pressure, kid. Our boy is absolutely fuming, calling this new psycho even worse than his old slave master. Our boy is still processing that his first assassination mission is against a child-murdering psycho. He wakes up to two girls arguing outside his door. My man can't even get a decent night's sleep. Arudo is walking to the door, expecting some grizzled veteran to be his backup for this mission. He opens the door and gets ambushed by some new girl who's way too happy to see him. And her sister immediately starts yelling at him for being late. This is the experienced reinforcement? The first girl tries to check her sister's attitude, but Pigtails has absolutely zero respect for rank. The quiet sister is already apologizing for the loud one. This is going to be a long day. Arudo finally realizes this loudmouth kid is the backup Major Rudolph sent him. He's been set up. My man has to break it to them that he's not even a full soldier yet, just a cadet. And Rudolph's aide is just serving tea like this chaotic first meeting is completely normal. And the loudmouth Pigtails girl has already tied up and gagged her own sister. This mission is going great. Pigtails is calling her sister a pervert for the hug, while our boy is just stuck in the middle of the chaos. And of course, Pigtails is denying any wrongdoing. Classic tsundere move, blame everyone else. Arudo's brain finally catches up, realizing the quiet sister's love language is just physical assault via hugs. Pigtails finally asks Arudo to untie her sister, but not before calling for backup from some dude named Milo. Our boy just agrees, probably accepting his new role as the babysitter for these two chaotic siblings. Arudo tries to be the responsible one, saying they should probably focus on the assassination mission now. They're finally having a civil chat, with Arudo pointing out the obvious fact that they're sisters, and Pigtails immediately roasts him for not even bothering to learn her name. His social skills are still F rank. He guesses her name is Lumaria, and she absolutely explodes, correcting him that it's Marfia. My man is batting 0. The quiet sister finally introduces herself as Milo, and my man is just now learning her name. Arudo tries to be diplomatic, but his social skills are still loading. He's just glad to have a name. And Pigtails Marfia immediately goes on a power trip, saying she'll solo the mission to show him up. Arudo tries to get the mission briefing started, but Milo clarifies she's not even on the payroll. Milo explains only her sister was summoned. She's just here for moral support and to cause problems. Our boy is just standing there trying to process why he's babysitting a kid who wasn't even assigned to him. And the penny drops. Arudo realizes Marfia is pissed because he recruited Lily instead of her. Marfia confirms it, yelling that she's going to make him regret not picking her for the team. Four Eyes chimes in, realizing this whole assassination mission has been derailed by recruitment drama. And we get a flashback of Marfia tying up her sister again, confirming she's a menace to society. Four Eyes is just sipping her drink, calling out Pigtails for being a salty little brat. The quiet sister Milo finally speaks up, telling Pigtails to stop being a dick to the new team. Pigtails is completely shook that even her quiet sister is calling out her BS. Our boy Arudo tries to get things back on track, formally introducing the chaotic sisters as backup. Milo politely asks Arudo to look after her sister, while Pigtails is still sulking like a child. Four Eyes is having a full-on fangirl moment over the new girls while Lily plays the welcoming host. Lily finally asks what the mission is, and the mood is about to take a nosedive. Lily's face drops as she processes that they're hunting a child murderer. The vibe just got real dark, and Four Eyes is having a complete meltdown, not ready for this assassination side quest. Our boy Arudo goes full protagonist mode, looking dead serious and vowing to take this psycho down. Four Eyes is ready to one-shot this psycho, and Lily is her #1 hype woman. And our boy Arudo immediately shuts that plan down. He's not letting his rookie archer go solo on an assassin. The whole squad is just sitting there confused, wondering why the boss is vetoing the obvious play. The mission briefing drops the plot twist. This psycho only targets kids and bolts if adults are around. And Four Eyes immediately volunteers herself and Lily as bait. My girl is really leaning into this hero thing. Milo lays out the plan. The girls will play the victims to draw the creep out. This is getting dark fast. Our boy Arudo turns to Lily for the final call, making sure his first recruit is on board with the bait plan. My man is weighing the options, admitting the plan is solid but risky as hell. The commander life is stressful. Lily is all in, gassing up Arudo for getting such a high-stakes mission. She's ride or die for her new boss. Pigtails is finally realizing Arudo isn't just some random dude. The respect is starting to creep in. Arudo tries to pair up Four Eyes and Milo, and Four Eyes looks like she's about to have a heart attack. And right on cue, the quiet sister Milo just face plants on the table. This mission is going great. Our boy is already having second thoughts, realizing he might have paired the wrong liabilities together. The whole squad goes into full-blown panic mode as Milo is completely down for the count. Milo is barely conscious, trying to tell them something is in her pocket. This is not looking good. Pigtails finally realizes her sister needs her medicine. A little late to the party, don't you think? Arudo immediately switches to commander mode, ordering his girls to prep for emergency medical care. Milo is laid up in bed looking like she's about to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Our boy considers using his cheat code to diagnose her, but hesitates. Bro, now is not the time for secrets. The whole squad is just praying for Milo, completely helpless while Four Eyes is having a full-on crisis. Our boy is having a flashback, remembering the massive risks of exposing his cheat code. He's realizing that the more people know about his skill, the bigger the target on his back gets. Arudo apologizes to his girls, basically telling them he's about to break their promise. He tells Pigtails to step aside, and she immediately gets defensive about her sister. Lily and Four Eyes are completely floored, realizing he's about to expose his biggest secret. And our boy just announces he's using his appraisal skill. The cat is officially out of the bag. Pigtails is completely lost, having no clue what the hell he's talking about. The cheat code activates, pinging the quiet sister like she's a rare item drop. Our boy gets that protagonist smirk, realizing his scan just found a way to save her.